Man, let me tell you something. Twitter, and I know everyone is saying this too, but Twitter fucking sucks. And let me tell you, it's always been this way, where Twitter is not a good place to spend a lot of your time. It's always been that way. But now, I'm really realizing how bad for you Twitter and things like it can be. It's like it's gonna take half of a century for them to document how bad things like this are for you. Trust me, this is one of those things where in 100 years from now, they're gonna say, back in the early 20th century or whatever century we're in, they used to allow children under 18 to use social media. They're gonna say that about us. Now, they're gonna say that about us. And people are gonna be shocked, like, oh my God, they allowed children to use social media? That's like how detrimental this shit is gonna be in the future. I'm telling you, every time I've looked at that shit, and sometimes you just look at it out of habit. You're bored somewhere, you're waiting in line, you just pull your phone out. Every time I look at that shit, my level of happiness drops. Think about it. Try and take some extra brain time before you open Twitter. Think about your feeling. Examine your own mood and document it mentally. And then when you're done with Twitter, think about it. You barely even see any titties on that shit these days too. No titties, no lasagna, barely any funny puppy videos. It's like either... The problem is the Twitter culture has become... Everyone uses it for negativity and complaining. And it's just so common. And when you mix that with bad political types of news or world news, and you mix that with Dear Diary shit and ads, all of those things are really what Twitter has become about. The titties are gone, dude. But, you know, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Anyway, really, I don't give a fuck about what you do, but I would recommend that you stay away from that shit. One of the biggest reasons why I don't want to be a parent is because of things like this. It's like so normalized and common that people just hand the phone to their kid and here's a babysitter. But that shit is fucking serious. It really will bring you down. I'm a specialist at happiness. I'm a happiness enthusiast, and I have recently realized how one-to-one directly detrimental Twitter is for my happiness. And I'm just trying to help you by sharing my personal experience. Alright? More titties on Twitter? No, dude. I'm actually glad there's less titties on Twitter because it helped me realize how detrimental that shit is. I'm not saying I'm never gonna look at Twitter again, but I've definitely made clear, like, I did the research and the testing, and I've realized that 10 out of 10 times when I look at Twitter, I close the phone less happy than I was when I opened Twitter. It's because you can't control what you see. On YouTube, for example, if you want to see something about food, you type the food and you control what you see. It does suggest things to you, but most of the time, it suggests other things similar to what you want. Twitter doesn't do that. Twitter shows you how everyone you've ever followed is feeling today. And usually, it's not good. And that doesn't even include shit like all kinds of things that are just really... I don't even need to fucking see this shit right now. I'm trying to fucking do something right now. You know? I'm at the bank, or I'm about to stream, or whatever. I got shit to do. You think I want to see this right now, dude? I just watch anime porn on Twitter. Amateur porn on Twitter. Look, whether it's anime porn, amateur porn, whatever kind of porn, you can't control it, dude. That's the problem. You can't control what you see. And that's no good. And another problem is, You could sit there and watch amateur anime porn as much as you want, but the guy that's posting that shit, the guy behind the porn, he's gonna have a bad day one day. Or some policy is gonna pass that makes him upset or whatever. And when that happens, you're gonna be like, man, what the fuck is this? You weren't even a person before, and now look. Great. I don't give a fuck about this. Where are the titties? Damn it. You know? So, oh, I'm trying to sneeze. I'll be back. I gotta sneeze. I'm allergic to even thinking about fucking Twitter. Give me a sec. You know what's so funny? You know, I said, like, you never even see amateur tits on Twitter anymore. You know what happened, dude? Those lovely girls who used to post all their amateur tits on Twitter, they used Twitter too much, and now they're depressed, and they don't even like their own tits anymore. And now, look. That's what happened. You used Twitter too much. Shit's detrimental, man.
Just deleted Twitter, here's your cut.
Damn, get influenced, bitch. Tomorrow I'm gonna be like, man, I love Twitter. Shit is so tight.